Calvin Chastain at the North Country Golf Club just outside of beautiful downtown Rouse's Point. And it's a beautiful day just outside of beautiful downtown Rouse's Point. It's the 20th day of May, 2005, and we've got here at slightly before 4 and found out they were already golfing here. This is a sport that doesn't wait around for anybody, does it? We have Matt Fredette and Tom Harrigan, the respective coaches for Northeastern Clinton and Peru. Who's gone out there so far for your respective teams, guys?
My number one is Justin Ballard.
And for Peru, David Pazino.
And my number two for Northeastern is Mike Rao.
And Ryan Miller for Peru also.
And then the group that teed off right after them, my number three is Cody Roberts.
And I have Tyler Hoy for Peru.
And my number four today is Dan Moore.
And I've got Keegan O'Hara.
And then the group that's about to tee off on hole number one is my number five is Cody O'Brien.
Number 5 for Peru, Ian O'Hara.
And number 6 man is Matt Phillips today.
And Brad Beauchart for Peru.
All right. Do all 6 get scored, or just the top 5, or how does that work?
We take the top 6. Top 6 from each team face off against each other, and it goes stroke play. So the number one player playing against the other number one player, the lowest score will win the match. And
I understand that part.
well, I just wanted to make sure, just in case.
I don't
Ain't that dumb?
I don't understand that part.
Well, because they used to do match play. They used to do, when I was in school and we played golf, it was on the golf team, it was actually a match play where you would do like a one. If you lost the first hole, you'd be one down, and your match would go that way. So now it goes by the stroke total of each player. They changed that about probably 8 years ago, 10 years ago. So I think it works better that way, actually.
You agree with that, Tom?
I definitely agree with it. And today's match, I think, is going to be a great match, and I think it's going to go to a tie. And in a tie, for Calvin's sake, it goes your top 4 scores out of the 6, and then you add them up. If it comes out 3-3, 3 points for NCCS and 3 for Peru, you take your top 4 scores from each team and total that up, and then that'll be the tiebreaker.
So the higher number will get it, or the low, Matt?
Let me think about that one. No, yeah.
The low number will.
Sure.
Low number wins. Okay. All right, I'm going to try to find my way out there. You guys, this is the only sport I know of where the coaches compete too, but that doesn't happen in any other sport that I know of. Are you guys aware of any other high school sport where the coaches compete while the players are competing?
I think sumo wrestling, the coaches compete. But other than this, we do go out and play, and we get. This is a tough job. We get paid for this, but we've got to go out and play. The school makes us go out and play.
I see.
Yep.
We have the
ranger doesn't agree with that, but he's just a ranger and somebody's grandfather, so.
little connection.
All right, we're going to try to catch up with all this if we can find a way out onto the course. We have folks teeing off here. I'm not quite sure. Slice to the left. Not quite sure if these are the final 2, the O'Brien and Phillips. For the Cougars, only the top 6 count. These do not appear to be O'Brien and Phillips. So this would not be Ian O'Hara and Brad Beauchart. We're going to assume that it is this group out here. We showed up here a couple of weeks ago, and when we showed up, it was quite obvious that the players were long gone. The golf schedule doesn't have a start time on it that you get from the CVAC. the golf schedule printed in the Press Republican on a daily basis. Doesn't have a start time on it. Most of the school sports started around 4:30. We got here before 4 and found out that they teed off around 3:30 or so, the first group. So we were long past that group. And we had hoped that somebody would be available to take us around, but unfortunately for us, nobody is available. And not being a golfer, I really wouldn't know one hole from another unless I was right on top of it. So I will not be going out on a course. All I'm going to be able to cover today, I guess, will be the final approach, which will be coming in here on the 9 hole. They play 9 holes, and this is where they'll be ending up, and that's all I'll be able to cover. So I'm going to have to spend the next half an hour to 45 minutes entertaining myself. But the golfers are out there. We're trying to give some coverage here, but it doesn't look like circumstances are going to allow us to give much coverage today. Well, it's a little over an hour and 15 minutes since we shut the camera off. The first group is in sight, but they are following the world's slowest foursome that's ahead of them. Each of the 4 golfers in the group ahead of them, which we will not show on camera, is taking about 40 shots in this one hole. So as soon as they finish, the high school kids should be in sight. They're hidden from our view, but once they tee off, the balls are coming within view, getting much better distance than the older folks who've been coming in ahead of them. This is the number 1 and number 2 group. Number 1 for Northeastern is Justin Ballard. David Passano for Peru. Number 2 is Mike Rao for Northeastern, and Ryan Miller for Peru. The student players are not allowed to use a golf cart, so they get some actual exercise out here. His ball apparently landed in the path. There it comes. And he'll be just off the green, and oh, it rolls into a sand trap. Now, Northeastern and to be honest, I've lost this one. Not sure where it went. As long as it doesn't come down on top of my head. Alright, here's his approach shot. Whoops, that went into the parking lot off that tree and may have rolled under that car. It hit off that tree to the left of it. So he got remarkably good distance on that. Lucky his aim was good as far as left to right. And here's the final one. Okay, the closest shot. The ball is kind of hidden from our view here, but it's in that little... There we go. Nice. He'll be on the green easily. He might go off the green. And he catches on the edge. There's the ball. We're kind of blinded by our viewer here. I don't know the Peru golfers, but this is Ballard, and this one here is Rao for the Cougars. Alright, here's Ballard. Apparently he gets a stroke. And he gets to re-hit the ball from the same spot. This one here will be a little bit easier here. It's in the sand. So he only lost a stroke for that first hit. And there's the putt. About a foot short. Ballard's ball will go by the hole. This, I believe, is past now. And Rao puts it in. next foursome is coming into sight. This group will include Cody Roberts and Dan Moore from Northeastern, Tyler Hoey, and Keegan O'Hara for Peru. Peru golfers, of course, have the blue shirts, if you haven't figured that out. Northeastern with the maroon or red. Alright, this is Moore. This will be Roberts. Looks like he's off in the rougher part of the area. We're moved over a little bit, not because of any particular fear of getting hit by a ball, which of course we could get hit even here under the tree, but our viewer is bothered by the reflection of the sun, so we're not always able to see what we're shooting. Looks like Roberts has taken his second shot. I have no idea where it went. And we'll see who's going to take the next one. Looks like the Peru golfer. And on the green. Nice shot. Nice on the green. There's a flag. Let's see if we can find, there's the ball. Nice second shot right there. Here's Moore. And he's going to be rolling onto the green. There he is. And another one on the green. Another good approach here. Let's see, he is, there he is, right there. Roberts chipping onto the green. It's going to roll a bit for him. No more. I guess Roberts will spot his ball. Looks like about a 25-foot putt. Another pretty good job. Like it rolled the lip. One fall. Another one that almost went in. At the conclusion of this, we'll give you the results for everybody. He sank it. Oh, he didn't sink it. Just sat on the edge, I guess. Difficult to say from this angle, but it looks like about an 18-inch putt. And Moore sinks it. So that concludes the second group. Cody Roberts, Dan Moore from Northeastern, Tyler Hoy, and Keegan O'Hara for the Peru Indians. One more group to come in. And I turn, and they are already in sight. They've been waiting for these guys to finish. This final group from Northeastern, Cody O'Brien and Matt Phillips, and from Peru, Ian O'Hara and Brad Boschart. Looks like O'Brien over there. And here we go. Gonna put it on the green. Nicely done. Nicely done. Like a Peru. Like it. There we go. And came pretty close to us here. Closer than we'd like to see it, obviously. Here's Phillips. And another one that comes close to us. I better get back under the trees with it. Oh, there he is. Another one we've lost track of. There he goes. These guys are all coming remarkably close to me. Alright. Here we go. It's up on the green. And rolls to the far side of the green, if we can get it in our view. Maybe not, huh? Again, we're almost shooting blind here. There's Phillips. Okay, O'Brien will take his third shot. Oops. Before he takes his third shot, the Peru golfer took his fourth. Looks like Ballard. Excuse me, I said Ballard Phillips, obviously, not Ballard Phillips. Oh, O'Brien. Nope, O'Brien just spotted it. O'Brien. For the final shot of the afternoon. Alright. Those are the top 6 golfers. There are still some guys coming in. Alright, we've been told that Brad Trahan and Matt Goodrow are out shooting for the Cougars. Not sure who was out there for the Indians. Only the top 6 are counted for the scoring for the team. But since these guys are out here and we're out here, why not tape them coming in? Already spent 2 hours out here getting 28 minutes of tape. Might as well spend another 10 minutes getting 5 more minutes of tape. Looks like they've lost the ball. To the right of the green. That one is just to our side of the green. Must have rolled down just out of our sight right here in this area. That one goes beyond the green and down the hill. This looks like Trahan here. Chip is going to be short into the sand trap. And good roll, chips it. And while we were looking around to see who was going to shoot next, the next shot was taken by this fellow. And from over the hill, comes the other ball, right in the edge of the parking lot. Didn't quite go out of bounds the way Ballard's did. More sand than ball on that one. Just went by the hole. Just missed the cup. Didn't quite get the break. Nice putt. This is a very short putt here. Almost a gimme. This would be a good row. And he drops it in. Nice putt. There you have it. At this point, we do know that Northeastern won on the tiebreaker. Passano defeated Ballard. On the Peru side, Passano defeated Ballard. Hoy beat Roberts. And Bolshart defeated Phillips. On the Cougar side, Rao beat Miller. Moore beat O'Hara. And O'Brien beat the other O'Hara. So that made it 3-3, and in the tiebreaker, Northeastern won it 167 to 169.